Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of mine here that I'm actually going to be doing another music review of another punk album that was actually released within the past year called the Single Album by NOFX. Now this one was actually the first official NOFX release since First Ditch Effort, which I thought was a decent album. It wasn't their greatest album though, but I did enjoy it. You know, there were some songs I did enjoy in it, and NOFX is one of those bands I enjoy a lot of material from, so I did actually enjoy it fairly decently. But this one had less songs on it, specifically because some of them were longer songs than they usually have. Actually, on here they've had some of the longest songs they've done aside from the song The Decline, which actually they got good reviews on. And this they actually got really good reviews on from a lot of review sites too, actually, and that's kind of, you know, weird because NOFX is one of those bands that usually doesn't get reviewed that well by a lot of mainstream outlets. But still, either way, there were definitely a lot of songs I did enjoy in this album. There was songs like Euphemism, which the lyrics in this definitely the best in all of the entire album in my opinion. There's a lot of good humor in it. There's a lot of words that he put together that honestly I wish I would have came up with myself. I was listening to the lyrics for this and I was like, damn, I wish I could have came up with these lyrics honestly, because man, they're hilarious but also show that Fat Mike can write some great lyric, whether they be funny, serious, or whatever. The guy can write lyrics really well. And songs like Birmingham and stuff like that, of course, talk about Fat Mike's sobriety from drugs and alcohol more over the years, and that song kind of covers that topic because the song's basically about scoring drugs and everything. So, you know, basically some of Fat Mike's life a couple of years ago and before that, when he was starting to get into alcohol and drugs more. But musically, this song was definitely a great song. This is one of the songs that really shined more musically in my opinion. And songs like Linoleum, where they actually got a bit creative, and this was actually one of the singles on it, which is basically a redone version of Linoleum, but with different lyrics and a bit of different structure. But there's definitely a lot of similar elements to Linoleum, but of course it's pretty much like a modern version of it in my opinion. If it was done in 2020, I think it might have been like this actually. But of course it wouldn't be about their previous song that they actually released, which is actually what this song is about. And they actually feature Avenged Sevenfold in this, which I enjoyed even more because I had seen Avenged Sevenfold's live cover of Linoleum and thought it was great, and knowing they were actually in a NOFX song is just great to me, honestly. And I know Avenged Sevenfold has had many punk influences. I've seen him wear Descendant shirts before and cite bands like that as influences in all sorts of places, and it's great to see them collaborate with a band like NOFX. And there's a couple songs that they actually dedicated to some pretty cool people, called My Bro Can't Survive Cancer and Grieve Soto, and those are a couple really great songs too musically, and you know, seeing them dedicate it to someone that they cared about is also a good thing, you know. And the songs are just really enjoyable because of both those reasons, you know. And songs like Doors and Fours are really enjoyable musically too. They have a good melody to them, and all around this album is just honestly a great album from them, in my opinion. The best they've released probably over the past at least 10 years, ever since Coaster possibly. I enjoyed Self-Entitled too, it was a decent one, but Coaster I think was probably my last favorite album by them, but I think this is probably my favorite album ever since Coaster came out, honestly. And I can see NOFX only getting better from here, honestly, for many reasons, like I stated in this video, that have led up to this album's release. And also guys, I thought I'd promote the Fat Records website more because I've actually been purchasing CDs and merch and other stuff like that from their site a lot recently, and I've been supporting the record label heavily lately, so shout out to Fat Records, big shout out to them actually, because they're a big musical influence on me. A lot of the bands on that label have been a big musical influence on me. And that's actually where I got this from, the new album by NOFX. Only for like $10, like $4.40 shipping, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure what it is for people outside the States, but that's what it was for me. And it was definitely worth it. They have some stuff for some decent prices on there for sure. So again, shout out to them. And that is it for this video, and I will see you guys later.